Before I start, I'd like to say thank you to Master Police Officer Nolan Keir for the gift he sent to me from the other side of the pond, from Jacksonville in Florida. Thank you so much. What I'm going to talk today about is the kit and equipment as an SP assault team member would wear when we carried out the Iranian embassy siege back in 1980. Starting at the bottom, working upwards. Normally a pair of black boots. In my day it was boots combat high, as they called them, or NI boots for Northern Ireland boots. Any underwear type stuff underneath your black coveralls would be individual. Mine used to be a nylon tracksuit bottom and a t-shirt or a sweatshirt. On top of that would be your black coveralls, which were standard issue to tank units, and then we had some of those for the SP team. Normal Green Army coveralls are green, we needed black. On top of that would be the belt kit, a standard belt kit. Yes, a belt, very well made, and on one side you would have a holster, depending which hand you fired with, for your 9mm high power Browning weapon, which we'll talk about later. On the other side you'd have a triple magazine carrier for your MP5 spare magazines, and of course you'd have two more magazine carriers, depending again, be it your left thigh or your right thigh, on there would be attached, and that would be for your change of magazines for your 9mm Browning pistol. Come up again, and then we'd have the body armour on top of the coveralls, which in those days was Bristol body armour, ceramic plate in the back, ceramic plate in the front. They were there to protect your vital organs should something go wrong, and of course they were, in the day, that was the best available, Bristol body armour. After that, on top of that, we'd have what we called an ops waistcoat in my day, and basically it was made of pigskin and very good for putting on top. Had all the pockets on, everything, to carry your flashbangs, spare this, spare that. That of course isn't designed to be bulletproof at all. It's merely there on top of your body armour to use as an auxiliary for carrying different bits of kit and equipment with you. Moving up from there, we'd go on to the respirator. In my day, here it is, an S6 respirator. Blue round there just indicated blue team, of which I was on that day. Of course, on top of the respirator we had what was a very dark navy blue balaclava. That would help put the seal around the respirator and help put a seal around your face. On top of that would be one of these monstrosities, NBC, nuclear, biological and chemical, cut like that, straight off the jacket, and if I get time I'll show you how to put that on. That went over the top into your coveralls at the neck, and that formed a seal when you fastened it on here. Okay, that would go around your respirator, and that would be the seal. Working in a gas environment. We have one of these attached to your left or right arm. It's an Army Air Corps pilot's knife, had a green surround, and it would be on there, possibly on your chest, individual preference. On top of everything else that we all know about, then there is, of course, Rusty's gloves. Yes, I didn't bother with them on the day. Didn't really matter. Didn't stop me doing a job. However, here they are. bog standard in those days, Army Air Corps pilot gloves, what you see the Army Air Corps flying about in their choppers and stuff. That would be what they had. Quite interesting, quite thin, and very good for shooting with. However, I decided not to wear mine on the day. So there, in a brief spell, I've given you the type of kit and equipment that we had on the day. On top of that, you're likely to have abseiling kit, which would be the harness underneath your body armour with your figure of 8 and everything else. But in the main, that was the type of kit and equipment that we had on the day to achieve the mission. And the mission was to rescue the hostages. Thanks for that. I'll be back with the weapons that went with the kit and equipment, and I'll be doing that in a separate video shortly. Thank you.